dog in the background. I think that's so like sick. So cute. I'm in my brother's room. Okay, so I want to talk about a few things today. But the main thing I want to talk about, well, other than like God and stuff, is that I want to talk about being in the in-between. So there's a song by, I think it's Rodney Atkins, and he says, "You're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't come by so fast. These are some good times. So take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this." So basically he's saying, enjoy what is right in front of you. Do not, it's okay to dream. It's okay to want a future, but you need to be present in the present moment too. And I am telling myself this, like, because I'm constantly like, okay, like, I want to get married. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want this. I want kids. I want this. But it's like, you're missing what's happening right in front of you, you know? So Thomas is my brother. That I'm in his room is texting me. So I just want to talk about that a little bit. So what does it mean to be content with being where you're at? So there's three things that come to mind when I think of being content. One is being present in the present moment. One is just kind of basking in the moment. One is, looking forward to your future, but being like trusting God that you're okay with where you're at. And then there's like just being present. I think that was the other one. Like just being present in the present moment, just understanding that if you fully trust God and you believe in that trust, you would trust that wherever you're at right now is where you're at, where you're supposed to be at. I'm sorry. Because it's true. Like where you're at, God placed you there for a reason. And there's this girl, I think I was talking about this last night actually, but there's this girl who wrote a book, like a devotional book about like being present in the present moment and kind of what I'm talking about, like the in-between. Because I'm going to be completely honest, guys, I used to be in this position mentally or like, what? Hold on, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know. But like I was in this position mentally, physically, everything, especially when I wasn't on meds, that I was like, I need to meet a guy. A guy's going to fulfill my life. A guy's going to make me feel better. A guy's going to make my dreams come true. A guy is going to help me be stable mentally. A guy's going to help me be stable emotionally. All this stuff. I've been through it. I've done it, but it's not a healthy, you can't depend on a guy or a girl for everything like that. I'm not saying you don't like give yourself to the other person, but like if you're going into a relationship unsteady, that's really, it might work, but it's like not healthy. And it's not like very nice for the other person to have to pick up all the slack all the time. You know what I mean? Like it's probably going to be emotionally draining for that other individual. So I'm just saying, hi, circle. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that because it's just like, I feel like nobody talks about the in-between. Like nobody talks about, what is happening right in front of you. So I felt like we should do this exercise. I liked and subscribed to my sister's channel from Indonesia. Nice to meet you. What do you mean? Subscribe to my channel. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I'm not kidding. But thank you. It is nice to meet you too. Who wants to see my bracelet? Okay, kind of off the subject, but this bracelet is really cool. So it's like these little glass beads. They're like, I don't know if you can see it. They're like glass. And then it has a crucifix on it. It's like Jesus on the cross right here. And then it has a miraculous medal, which is like the Blessed Mother, Mary, his mom, right here. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little, see it? It's my baby bracelet. I love my bracelet. Okay, somebody said they have a question. That's funny. But okay, now I'm getting completely sidetracked. So we were talking about in between. So I was saying, like, I was just going on about like a guy will fulfill my needs, which is true, like a guy does. But if you are like going on dates and things, telling this guy that you're unstable and like, having him pick up all the bad pieces and then you being insecure because you were like that and then not letting him in, like it's not healthy. If you are like that, it's not a bad thing, but because I was like that, but like you need to get help from God. You need to get help from elsewhere. You need to just do it. Because you're putting yourself in a bad position. That's just what I think anyway. Somebody said you have a good face today. It's probably because you can see my face today. Like I'm always in bad light contrast. Where the heck is the light? It's right there. Wait, no, it's not. Oh my gosh. Hold on. It's right there. There it is. There she blows. Okay, so I forgot what I was saying. No, so basically, if you're in the in-between in life, if you are like, I don't know where this is going to take me. Okay, so let's take a dream, for example. I want to be a singer. And I just noticed like today or yesterday that I am a singer. Okay, so I used to always think a singer was like somebody who had a career with singing and like stood on stage all the time and everyone loved them and they had 1,000 fans and, if they did a YouTube, it would blow up, like different things like that. But the truth of the matter is that's not what singing is about. And I didn't know that till like yesterday or today. Like I was like, why can't I just be a singer, God? Like why, And he taught me something so important. He taught me that not only am I where I'm supposed to be at, like what we were talking about earlier, like where you're at right now, that's where you're supposed to be. And it's hard because I feel like it's Satan or something that tells us like, you're supposed to be here or you made a mistake, so you're not in the right place. And it's like, no, you're where you're supposed to be. And so he taught me that I'm where I'm supposed to be, but he also taught me, thank God, that singing is not all about the glory. It isn't. Glory's good. And even in the Bible, it says like glory is good. But for me and for what God was telling me is like the love behind it. Like if you have a singer on stage and they're all about themselves and they're just like flashing their sleeves or just, I don't even know. That doesn't even make sense. But like, you get the point. So do you think that singer's going to help people more? Or is it going to help people more if they're like, reaching out to people, blowing like kisses to people, just doing stuff for the people? That's what I'm talking about. Like he taught me that I might not be where I wanted to be, but that's okay. I am where I'm at for a reason. And it's not just for a reason. The reason is where I'm at. Does that make any sense? Like, so it goes back to what we were talking about, that you have to be happy with where you're at. And if you're really unstable, not mentally, like just like you don't know if you are supposed to be where you're at, talk to God. Okay, so I have been like talking to God a lot lately. I try to take him everywhere in the car. Like before I went to get Wendy's and I kind of worked up to it. Like I put away Easter stuff. I was putting away Christmas stuff, just stupid stuff. But I did a lot of stuff. And so I was like, I'm going to Wendy's. So I went out to Wendy's and this Wendy's, like this Wendy's took me and Jesus, super far. It's like 15 or 20 minutes from my house. It's ridiculous. They used to have one closer, but that closed down for some reason. Like they were horrible. I worked there. And then we have one that's like 20 minutes away, but I hate that one because they're so lazy, like so lazy. There was a guy that like, I do not like that Wendy's at all. there's a guy like that was supposed to be in front counter, and the manager goes, "Oh, you're gonna go get front counter, right?" And I'm like standing there, and he's like, "Maybe," or something. He's like, "Maybe." He's like, it was like so weird. He's like, "Maybe." He's like, "You gotta go get them." He's like, "Oh," like it was so unprofessional. So I'm like, I'm out of here, and I literally walked out. But like, anyway, so this other Wendy's, I go and get food. Anyway, so I was like not tempted. Like I could have put on music and just jammed the way there and the way back. But I was like, no, Lord, I want to talk to you. So we did. We talked about a lot of stuff. Because like I said, that Wendy's was pretty far. But it's just interesting because you have to be happy. Okay, so I really believe that if you're not happy with where you're at in life, it's not a good idea to jump ahead and go to a career or marriage and a relationship, anything like that. My reason being is because if you are not happy with yourself, which is like where you're at, don't jump into something that you might not be happy with either. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But my opinions are always right. No, my mom, it's funny because when I was a teenager, I was like, I know everything. No one's ever going to tell me something different, you know, all that stuff. And my mom was like, you're not always right. And I was like, yes, I am, or something. And then, you know, as an adult, I live with my mom right now. Oh, she's on vacation, but when she was home, she'd be like, oh, I didn't know you knew that or something. And I was like, I know everything. And I'm kidding, but it's just funny. So yeah, so being happy in the in-between is basically loving God and being present in the present moment. What God wills for us. Okay, so seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all things will be given unto you. I love that verse in the Bible because if you're seeking out the kingdom of heaven, he's saying if you do that and you be good and righteous and just, righteousness just means like doing God's will in your life. So I'm sorry, I was just reading a message, guys. Circle, I'm good. I'm good. Not for like a weird reason. I just don't want to do it. I hope that makes sense. But good luck. Okay, so oh my gosh, guys, before I get a little bit into another thing, my sister she did this impersonation of Trump if Trump was going to be the Pope. I can't go to it because it's on my phone and I'm in a live, but like it is so funny. She's just like, yeah, it's like him talking. He goes like, I pray really hard. Some people would say I pray too much. And they're like, it's just so funny. It's hilarious. And he's like people would say like I'm the greatest Pope. Like it's just so funny. Speaking of the Pope, may he rest in peace. I don't believe Pope Francis was perfect, but he had a lot of good points, and I think that he deserves to rest in peace. Okay, so what were we talking about though? We were talking about, okay, have a good day. Okay, so we were talking about being at peace with where you're at. So basically, you want to, I was saying, doing God's will in your life. What does that mean? So for me, honestly, my life has been pretty good. And I wanted to talk to you guys about sin. No, not in a weird way. I just want to talk about that it is possible to stop sinning. I didn't really know this until I went to confession like 9 days ago on Holy Thursday. And so on Holy Thursday, I didn't sin after that at all. On Good Friday, I did not sin at all. On Holy Saturday, I did not sin at all. Wait, let me think about this. Yeah, on Easter Sunday, I didn't sin at all. And then Monday, I just kind of fell a little bit. My point is, you can stop sinning. It is not impossible. Like, I feel like if you just think about what you're doing and you pray to God about it and you go from there, you will have peace in the spiritual realm, and you'll be able to not sin. Because it's horrible to sin. Like, God died on the cross for our sins, but he didn't even have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's horrible. So I would suggest to do that. And then going back to what we were talking about, I'm talking to you, but going back to what we were talking about, oh, I know what it was. So doing God's will in your life, for me, it was literally cutting out Facebook was like what I had to do in order to love God more and in order to get my life more stable. Because Facebook, I'm not here to preach. I mean, I am, but it's not a very good thing. It is egotistical. It's all about you. It's all this perfectness, and it's a waste of time. It's what is that called when you're like drawn to something? It's like addictive, and you can fall into sin easily. You can fall into sin so easily. I'm not saying you shouldn't go on Facebook, because some people need it. Some people need it for business, everything like that. And some people have good purposes. You have like a family or whatever on Facebook. I'm just saying, for me, it is not a good idea. And when I cut that out of my life, it was like I wasn't so addicted to this app. And like, I just, fell in love with God more. And I think that's the most important thing ever. Yeah. And for those of you, don't think this is weird, because it's not. But I ask like the Holy Family to sleep with me. I really do. I think it's so cute. Like Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. And then what else do I want to talk about? Yeah, guys, so I'm putting away Christmas stuff in April. I know it sounds ridiculous, but like, we just didn't get time. My mom and I work all the time, and I didn't work that much today, so I had time to do it. It's almost like perfectly done. And the Easter stuff's already put away. It's kind of weird. But I don't know how much longer I'm going to talk, but because I was losing my voice a little bit. But yeah, so do you guys have anything you want to talk about? You could tell me in the comments. This is the American flag for those of you who have never seen it. See? I just like being in front of the flag. It's so professional. I told the bird to be quiet while I did a live video, and he has been okay. Has been quiet. Okay, so there's 3 topics that I wanted to talk about. One is being at peace with where you're at, and we talked about that. 2 is called dreaming. Aw, cute, you're back. 2 is called dreaming, and the end one that we're going to talk about is, I actually don't know, but I'll think about it. So dreaming. I want to encourage you guys today to just dream, sort of like you're sleeping, like you're just dreaming away these dreams. And I don't know why people call it a dream, because a dream is not a dream. A dream is like something you want to do. So it's kind of weird. I just thought of that. But like, think of something. Okay, so if you guys want to write this in the comments, you can. But think of something that like if you had all the money in the world and you had all the time in the world, that you would do this thing. Like, what is your thing? Mine, I don't know, because there are so many things I want to do in life that I don't know how to just pick one. Because I want to so I have 2 ear holes. Oh my gosh, this light is weird. Okay, I'll try it on this side. See, there's one right here. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I want to get a 3rd ear hole. I want to do that. It's going to be like right up by the cartilage. I want to climb a huge tree. These are just like things I want to do in life. I want to travel, like not like everywhere, but like just kind of travel. I want to learn another language. I want to dress up as a princess. I want to get married, have kids. I want to have a mass said for someone. I want to go shopping like crazy. Just all kinds of stuff. But my biggest dream would be like probably singing on a stage, because I've done like a stage, but not a stage. with like all the people and everything. I think that'd be really cool. I just like, I don't know. I would put on a show if I had the opportunity to. I would. I would probably like light up the world. And one thing I would definitely do is if I actually got on stage and everything, I would have a young kid, like a girl, boy, or like teenager or something, come up and sing with me because I've always wanted that and nobody's ever done that to me. Which is kind of interesting because when I was like 3, I don't know how old I was, but I was young, probably like 3 or 4 or something. And I remember seeing a Power Wheels car in Walmart, and I was like, I wish I could have that. And I don't even think I ever told my parents about it, but like I never got it. And my nephews and nieces have like 2 or something, and they like drive around in them like nothing. And I'm just like, you guys have no idea how special you are. Spoiled brats. No, but there's just some things that you got to remember when you were younger. Wait, really? You're at the movie theater? Show a picture of the screen, please. What are you seeing? That is a fun fact. I just find it hilarious. So, Minecraft movie? I didn't even know about this. Huh. Circle, did you subscribe to my channel? I wonder. But, okay, so dreaming is not a... You did? Thank you. Awesome. You can continue watching your movie. So dreaming should not be a burden. It shouldn't be something that we just like sit down and think of all these things that we can't do. I think what we need to actually do is like pray to God about them. Like the other day, I sat down and talked to God about my dreams, and it was a while. And like I felt like he was just telling me like to go for them. But the thing is, you have to make a request. You have to make a request known to God. You don't have to, like, he might help you anyway, because sometimes he does. But it's good to have that input, like, to do it. Guys, I had a guy on Uber the other day that was drunk, and I don't know why I can never pick up on these people that are, like, drunk. This one guy gets in my car. This was a while ago. Pick him up at this restaurant, and he's, like, dead drunk. And I thought he was slow. It kind of was like, I guess he's okay. And so we're like driving, and then we get to his house, and he's getting out of the car, like the back seat of the car, and he like falls backwards into the car. The window's up though, and I'm thinking to myself, holy crap, he's drunk. And so he gets up and he's like staggering away, and I'm like, I am out of here. So I drove away. That was one time. Another time I had this guy that was gay, and he gave me a $20 tip for going about 4 minutes up the street, which was pretty cool. He was like on all different subjects. It was kind of weird. And then I had a guy the other day. Well, I think this was the only other guy. I don't know. I hate getting drunk people in my car. And like this is one thing I should talk about. Maybe it's the last thing I could talk about. So with the dream thing, just dream away. Pretend like you have all the money in the world. God will provide. Yeah. If he thinks it's a good dream. But I think you guys need to seek the kingdom of heaven first. Look up to heaven. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his justice or his righteousness, and all things will be given unto you. All things. All things. Like whatever you want, like dreams and stuff. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about is actually getting drunk. I don't get drunk. That's not why I'm bringing it up. I don't think it's okay for anyone to get drunk on purpose. Now, if you get drunk like Noah, I think did, like with fermented grapes and he didn't know and all this crap, that's different. And God understood that. But if you're getting drunk on purpose, there is something wrong with you. And it might not seem that way because it's such a horrible thing to do. Because when you're drunk, your atmosphere is extremely dangerous. you have no idea what you're doing. You might be getting in the wrong Uber. You might be getting in with a kidnapper. You know what I mean? And I'm not here to preach at you. I've seen so many people do bad things when they're drunk. And I'm just like, you should have just not drank. And I understand the mentality of it. You have these teens or people that just want to let loose and they can't do it on their own because they're like scared or whatever. And so they get drunk. And it's like, first of all, that's when you're drunk. That doesn't mean that you did the action while you were in your mind. And it's just stupid. So yeah. And then I actually do want to talk about something else. So let's talk about getting into summer. So I feel like we're all having a good spring. Like everyone wanted this spring, especially in Pennsylvania. Like we had so much snow and ice and hail and freezing below temperatures and everything that like this spring was just spring. And so we just like really loved it. But I wanted to say like, let's get ready for this summer to be the best summer ever. I can just see it now. And I'm trying to like save up money to like take a trip or go to the beach or just different things. I usually just work my summers away with Uber and stuff. But I'm trying to learn to not work. Oh my gosh, this thing is weird. Hold on. There. I'm trying to learn not to work my life away because I do sometimes. I'm either like a lazy person or I'm a workaholic and I work and work and work. And because I'm not on the clock and doing Uber, I just work my life away, which is not okay. It's not a sin, but it's just really weird. But guys, okay, so I'm going to talk till 40 and then I'm going to let it go and I'm going to go because no one's watching this. No, I'm just kidding. Because I have stuff to do for one thing. And I think what we should talk about too in this moment or in this talk is like everything that is good. Like, you know, we were talking about being grateful and having like a grateful attitude and everything. I think we should talk about that a little bit. Gratitude. So I am thankful for so many things. Like I almost got like dead the other day because just cars doing stupid things. So I'm grateful that I'm not dead. I'm grateful that God lets the wildfires happen because it's his will. I'm grateful that it's spring. I'm grateful that it's Easter. Happy Easter Saturday, everyone. We're on the second to last day of Easter. Easter, like bunny ears. And then I am grateful for, I found out that we should be thankful. Like, thank God for like things that are in the future. So like, I will be like, I'm grateful for my future husband. I'm grateful for my future kids. I'm grateful or thankful for, you know, all the memories we're going to have. I'm thankful for all the joy we're going to have, you know, all that stuff. Because it's really cool that like you can thank God for anything because like if, you know, if it does happen, you're like, hey, I already thanked you for this. And it like makes God loved more. He's loved more. So yeah. But guys, I'm going to go. I know it sounds weird. And I know I said I would stay, but I can't because I'm losing my voice and I got to go. Anyway, it was very nice talking to you guys. I hope that you have a good night, good weekend, and God bless. Bye. Bye.